Recently I posted this video about the best places to land on World's Edge due to the new rank split being played on this map, and you guys seem to absolutely love it. So, I'm today back again with the best rotations for World's Edge. You guys know where to land, but where do you go from there? Well, that's what I'm here to tell you guys today. Hey, how's it going? I hope you're all having a fantastic day and welcome back to the channel. Today we go over to the best rotations for the map World's Edge. Just before we start, make sure to drop a like in the next 5 seconds for good luck throughout 2022. Hey, I don't make the rules here. Starting us off will be the landing spot Overlook. As I said previously in the last video, Overlook is a great place to land for the sheer amount of loot that can be found here. But from Overlook, you actually want to rotate into epicenter and from there into fragment. You want to go into epicenter for the last bit of loot that you could not find in Overlook, and the replicator is pretty common here, so crafting all the bats you need is a great way to start off the game. From epicenter, you have all the loot you need, and you should probably think about getting some points on the board if you haven't already from placement, and you want to head into fragment. You want to pick up all the easy kills here by third partying, but I would only recommend going through here if you hear a fight to third party. You don't want to start any fights here, as the people who won fragment are probably going to be the best in the game. If that's the case, rotate around fragment and go to where the ring wants you to go. Next up is a landing location Geyser. I swiftly went over the rotations for Geyser in my last video, but to refresh your mind, from Geyser you want to head into the Big Motor, as this place seems to be very popular this season. So to loot up in Geyser, rotate into Big Motor for all of the kills. This place can get hectic, so be careful, but it is worth the risk because you can get some pretty insane loot from here. Now, from Big Motor, you want to head into Harvester. In Harvester, you want to wait for the ring to tell you where to go. Harvester is a great place to do this, as I will tell you from my last video. There is a hell of a lot of loot to be had here, and is a great place to hold choke points. There are around 3 choke points around Harvester, and these are great to keep hold of to stop of any potential teams rotating in or out of their local area. The choke points are here, here, and finally here. Trials is next, and this is pretty quick rotation. So you want to head into Trials and get all the loot you can from killing all the prowlers. Once all the trials have been completed, you'll be greeted with a lot of loot. But be careful, as you make a lot of noise when you're fighting the prowlers, so make sure you're watching the doors for any visitors. From the trials, you want to head into Skyhook. Skyhook is the place you want to go to get some points on the board, and that's pretty much for this rotation, as the ring will want you to go somewhere else. As I said, this is a pretty quick rotation, but a very effective one, as you'll be at a much higher advantage to everyone else by the loot you got from the prowlers. Now, if the ring hasn't yet come in, Countdown is the next safest bet to wait for the ring. Even though it might have a team or two, it's better than waiting in fragment. Thermal Station is a pretty good place to land and is out the way in the bottom left corner of the map. I don't think you will be 100% safe here though, as it seems a pretty popular place to land. Thermal is a way to land if you want the loot and early game loot. But from the main thermal station, you want to head to the houses over here and rotate into Harvester. As I said before, Harvester has a replicator most of the time, so getting your bats and last bit of ammo will set you out for the rest of the game. And if no one landed there, you want to wait at Harvester to show you the next ring, or you can just push fragment for some KP before setting up for the late game. Just before we get into our final rotation of the video, make sure to drop a like and a comment down below whether you prefer Storm Point or World's Edge as a ranked map. Our final rotation for today's video will be my personal favourite, which is Survey Camp, to Epicenter, and finally into Fragment. Now, Survey for me is the best place to land for this rank split, as it has the right amount of buildings for the whole team. It has lots of loot bins, and 90% of the time has a replicator for your meds and needed attachments. From Survey, you want to go into Epicenter for the final bits of loot you may need, and finally back into Fragment. Fragment, I know, has been mentioned a lot, but it is very close to the center of the map. That's where you want to be for the rotations. Center of the map can get you to any point of the map in the game. And fragment is where half of the lobby goes, if not more. So, you know if you run in there, you're bound to be in a fight. That's where you get KP from. And also rotating into fragment is where you also get parts of your placement as well, from the places you landed. That's about it for today's video. If you found this video useful and or entertaining in any way, shape or form, then make sure to drop a like. Don't forget to subscribe to have a chance to win the next subscriber shout out. And once again, it's been my pleasure, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. In a bit.
Reloading.
Get bopped, honestly. Ah, I'm about to get bopped here. Which one is you? Oh, it's you! Let's go. Please say you got armor. You did. Oh my god, my health that entire time. Can you have my account? Yeah, I will do just after this game.